Bain and
Sarah White. We're here today to tell you about your professional development activities. Today we're going to allow you to explore some of the different tech tools that you have available through Chippewa Valley.
And you have flexibility today. You can review tools that you might want to learn more about, or you can choose your familiar tools and sharpen your skills with those.
Either way, focus on something you're interested in, something that fits with your own classroom curriculum and the students that you teach every day. As you explore, just keep in mind that the tools are available to all of you, but they're also available to all of our students. These are things you might want to share with them and incorporate into your curriculum.
Right, so keep that in mind. All of our students have the same access to Office 365 tools that you do,
as well as the trainings that you'll be watching. We're going to be facilitating our professional development today through a OneNote staff notebook.
So a staff notebook is like a OneNote class notebook. OneNote class notebooks a teacher can create for herself or himself, but this year, class notebooks will be created automatically by Microsoft Classroom. A staff notebook works the same way.
So let's start by just taking a quick look at what the OneNote program is and how it works.
Notebooks are great for things like class notes, recipes, to-do lists, and sketches. But what if you could have all the notes you've ever taken in one place? Microsoft OneNote is a digital note-taking app designed to keep you organized. You can capture a recipe on your PC and view it later on your phone. All of your notes are stored in the cloud, which means no saving and no hassles. You can share your notes with family and friends, even if they don't have OneNote. Let's take a look at how to get started. Organize with notebooks, sections, and pages. Notebooks are for big things like work, home, or school. You start with a single notebook. You can switch or add more, like one for school. Each notebook contains sections for categories, like math, music, history, or physics, and you can add as many as you like one for biology. Put lots of pages inside of each section, and put your notes on these pages. Here we have lecture notes from biology class, and some lecture slides. You can add another page for your next class. Lecture 3, the cell. Now start taking some notes of your own in your notebook. Plan a trip with your friends. Take meeting notes. Or create to-do lists to remember important stuff. Microsoft OneNote. Keep tabs on your life.
If you're a teacher, you've got a lot of information to manage every day. Lessons to plan, meetings to attend, homework to grade. OneNote helps teachers stay organized, deliver curriculum, collaborate with students and colleagues, and create interactive lessons in the classroom. Imagine having all of your classroom information together in one convenient place, including email messages and meeting notes sent directly from Outlook. Being able to find anything in your notebook in the time it takes to type in what you're looking for. Creating a notebook specially designed for your whole classroom to use, where students can collaborate on class projects, and you can assign and grade homework without ever printing a single piece of paper. Imagine being able to easily individualize your lessons and feedback.
Today we're going to talk about corals and coral reefs.
Letting your students express themselves and their ideas in whatever form they choose, directly on the page.
Buenos días.
Engaging parents to help support their children's development in the classroom. OneNote can help you do all of this and more. It begins with a free download for all your devices. To download the free version of OneNote, get started at onenote.com.
Now that you know a little bit about OneNote, let's take a very brief look at the OneNote staff notebook you'll be using today. You'll notice on the left you have sections, and behind each section you have pages. Now these are generic pages on the welcome page that have been added by Microsoft. So if you want more information about OneNote or how staff notebooks can be used, these are just here for your reference. We also have a collaboration section. This is where you can post questions for each other or share ideas that you have. You can add new pages. Everyone has the permissions to add pages, and you can add content. So perhaps I want to start a page called Social Studies, and I want my department colleagues to add ideas here on this page as we work. So we can all add things or add links that we might find helpful to each other to refer to later. There's also a content library. This is the section that only the person who creates the staff notebook can add to, but everybody else can see. This is where you will want to go to get information like directions on screenshots or links to this video that you might need as you work today. They'll all be stored in the content library on the September 6th PD information page. And then down the side you'll see that everybody has a page. Because I'm an administrator that created the staff notebook, I'll be able to see everybody's pages. You will only see your own. So Michelle won't be able to see Julie's work as she goes. Keep in mind there's also a class version of the OneNote notebook where you can create a notebook with the same setup for your students. So students would have a place to upload their information electronically, to upload their work and assignments that you could comment on and you could see, but the other students could not. And it's a very easy way for you to share information with your students.
Today, you will be using a OneNote staff notebook to share your ideas, your accomplishments, and everything you learn. Each of you received an email just earlier today with a link to your building's staff notebook. So check your email, then use the link to get your OneNote notebook, and use the content section where you'll find specific directions and links that'll help you work through all the activities for today.
So you'll be given several tasks to record on your individual teacher pages in that OneNote notebook. Watch for feedback and ideas from Sarah and I, because we'll be looking at your pages. And use the collaboration section to post ideas, comments, and questions for other people in the group.
So today's activities, you'll start by creating an account at education.microsoft.com if you need to.
And if you already have an account at Microsoft Education, you can use that one today.
In either case, go to education.microsoft.com and log in to get started.
That's the Microsoft Education community.
Let's take a brief look at the Microsoft Education community to help you get started. We'll start by simply opening the internet, and the website you want to go to is education.microsoft.com. Now that you're at education.microsoft.com, you'll see front and center is a Join Now option. Some of you may have already created an account at this site, in which case just click Sign In and use that previously created account, but most of you will probably need to join for the first time. When you click Join Now, you will get several options to sign in, and you can use your District Office 365 account. That'll make things a little easier for you down the road in terms of remembering passwords. So I'll click Office 365, and remember that your Office 365 login is your complete Chippewa Valley email address. The password is the same password you use to log into the district computers. Now you can see it knows my name, and I had already uploaded a picture, and now I'm signed in to the education community. Across the top of the page you'll see several options based on your role within the school, and Here you'll probably have a blank profile picture, but if I click on that box, you'll get options that relate to your account. Let's start by updating your profile. I started by clicking on my picture, then my profile, and here's where you can edit your profile. So take a few minutes to enter your Twitter handle and a few things about yourself. You don't have to go into a long biography. I actually copied and pasted this from someplace else, but you can enter a few things about yourself so people can find you in the community. To edit your profile, simply click Edit Profile over on the right, and you'll be able to make changes to that profile page. One of the things we ask you to screenshot today is your completed profile. So once you have your name and information entered, you can simply use this page and you can screenshot that, and you will copy and paste that screenshot onto the OneNote staff notebook page that's assigned to you. If you're not familiar with screenshots, use the directions that we give you within the OneNote staff notebook. There's video directions and there's written directions, and there's a few different options you can use. Again, you don't have to spend too much time on your profile. You can upload a picture if you want, but you don't have to. Once you've updated your profile, be sure to scroll to the bottom where you'll see a Save button to save those changes you've made. I've updated my profile and now I'm ready to do some learning. So I'm going to go back to the top and I'm going to go under Educators. When I click on Educators at the top menu bar, I get several options, and these are all resources that are free for you to use. What we'd like you to do today is take charge of your own training. Within the educator community, find a topic that interests you, something that you feel you could get better at that would help you be more efficient in your professional life, or something that you could use with your students in the classroom. So I'm going to start at Get Trained. And again, all of these resources are free, and on the Get Trained page you'll see that we have several options. Under the professional development, we have quick tip videos, which are exactly that, short videos on various topics to help you learn new skills. We have resources to refer to, and then we have more formalized courses that help you earn badges. So let's start with just the quick tip videos. Here are the list of quick tips videos, and you'll see that there are filters. So I want to start, I'll just filter by everything in English. And so I click my filter and apply. And I can scroll through to see what catches my interest. Office 365 and Office 2013, do those confuse me? This might be a good video for me. I can scroll down further. Windows Ink, that sounds interesting. Office Mix Site, it's actually one of my favorites. When I get to the bottom of the page, you'll see there's a purple bar that you can choose to look at more. We've got some Movie Maker tips. I know a lot of people try to use Movie Maker, and that's pretty challenging for teachers and students alike. Sway is a great new multimedia online site creator. And you can see there are many different videos I can choose from. When you watch a video, you usually won't get a badge. So what we'll ask you to do instead, if I chose to watch this video, when I get to the end of the video, I will, underneath the video, make a relevant comment that includes something from the video. You can screenshot that, and then that will be what you copy and paste into the staff notebook to demonstrate your completion of that skill. Perhaps the quick tip videos don't catch my interest. I can go back to Educators at the top menu bar and Get Trained. And this time I will look at courses. Again, the courses are a bit more in depth. You might not finish one in the 2 hours that we have to work today, but you could document your progress in one, and that would be fine. Something that you might be interested in continuing at another point in time. So again, under courses, I have some filters I can apply, and again, I'll just, to make things easy, only look at things that are in English. And here I have a series of online courses. Many of these you'll take brief formative quizzes throughout. Don't let that hinder you. You can retake the quizzes if you need to, and we are not looking at your scores. But you'll see things like creative coding through games and apps. If you're interested in maybe teaching some computer science, that is a pretty in-depth course. There's Windows 10. We don't have Windows 10 within the district yet, but maybe you have it at home. This might be a good place for you to pick up some tips and tricks for using it. We have accessibility tools. If you're looking at ways you can provide students with accommodations, electronic technology enriched instruction, or maybe you're just still working to get a handle on OneDrive and Office Online. So this would be a quick get started course for you. And again, at the bottom of the page we have View More for some more options. If you go back to the educator community and go to Find a Lesson, lessons that are in the educator community are vetted, and you'll see that you can find lessons that work with the different technologies that are available within the district. So if I click on lesson plans, I will be able to search lesson plans maybe by subject. So here I will pick math and economics, and I want to apply that filter. And now I can look at some technology-based lessons that might help me in this curriculum. If I navigate back to Find a Lesson from Educators, there's also a special section for Skype lessons. We do have Skype for Business available to you. Skype lessons allow you to connect your classroom to other places around the globe, whether it's a mystery Skype or maybe talking to someone you know that works within a specific profession. Skype lessons are great. It's a great way to get your kids out of the classroom without having to get them physically out of the classroom. Another option is virtual field trips. Again, all of these are free and they really offer some fantastic virtual field trips. If you click on that option, you'll see they give you several options. You can see one in action to get an idea of how it works, and you can find one. So these are all options that are currently available that you could explore. You could find something for your class, and you could submit a form to set that up for your class, screenshot that would be considered documentation of an activity. So the Wyoming State Museum, architecture, we have a field trip on animal adaptations, something that might fit with U.S. history, the pioneers of the West, a lighthouse visit from World Oceans Day, sloths in South America, can't go wrong with that, echinoderms. So using the filters, I can search for specific topics or subjects, or I can simply scroll through to see what's available. And as an example, let's try this Dr. Seuss in World War II, analyzing political cartoons for my social studies friends. If I click on the virtual field trip I'm interested in, it'll bring up more information. It tells me when this started. It's been going since 2013, so it's probably been pretty successful. Sometimes there will be an expiration date. Some of these activities are limited based on like a World's Oceans Day. Sometimes they'll have special trips, so watch for an expiration date. It tells you a little bit about it, that it's the National World War II Museum Lesson Connect, and it tells you how to go about starting this field trip. So there's a lesson plan to go with it, and then you would contact the museum to schedule a date, and then your students prepare questions. So if you're interested in this, it tells us that students about 11 through 14, and here's where you can register for the trip. So everything is really set up for you in these field trips, and it's a great opportunity. All you need to do is get a webcam, which is already in your laptop. If you need an external webcam to make it work a little better, we can help you with that. So feel free to register for a virtual field trip, set a few up, and again, that can be documentation of completed activities for today.
So that's it. Complete one or two course activities within the Microsoft Educator community at education.microsoft.com.
As you complete the activities, do a screenshot to document what you completed. Paste that screenshot onto your individual page within the staff notebook.
So at the end of the day, each of you will have 2 or 3 screenshots in the staff notebook.
The first will be a picture of your completed profile page at the Microsoft Education site.
Then 1 or 2 screenshots documenting the activities you did.
And lastly, feel free to include any questions for us on the individual pages. We'll be checking those and we'll be sure to follow up with you.
If you're not familiar with screenshots, open up that staff notebook and look at the content library page. There are several options for taking screenshots described there.
So that's it. Check your email and look for the link to the OneNote staff notebook to get started.
Log in at the Microsoft Educator community
And get started learning something new. We look forward to working with you and helping you take advantage of all the great technologies we have available.
Sarah and I will be on Skype for Business, so contact us or a colleague if you get stuck.
Have fun.
Thanks.